Good morning, fast trackers, and welcome to number 131. Hello, how are you? My name's Daryl, and I'm in Sydney, Australia. This is live, and it's the 131st show that I've done. Actually, I did another 50 before that, so it's getting right up there. Welcome along. For the next 30 minutes, we're going to have a little bit of fun. How's the camera? It's a little bit low, isn't it? I'll put that up a bit. How's that? That's better. For the next 30 minutes, you tell me what you'd like to do. We're going to have some piano fun here. I just make it up most of the time, but I have got some set pieces to do. It's so light here now. The sun's bright, really bright, because it's only a few weeks to the longest day of the year here in Sydney, Australia. And we've had a lot of rain in the last week. There's floods everywhere. Not in Sydney, but out in New South Wales. How beautiful is that? It's not what you do, it's the way that you do it. Welcome everybody. I'll just see if I can say hello to a few people here. Okay, all right. No. Hello. I can see there's a few people watching. That's great. I'll catch up with you in a minute. Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. Music, music, music. Hey, guess what happened? Overnight we passed. Get ready for this big announcement. 34,000 subscribers. Hey, how about that? I remember when I was so excited that I just had a few. 34,000 on YouTube. Isn't that great? Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you. And obviously you wouldn't watch it unless you got something out of it. So the people who have been watching this for all these years, like Stephen, Judith, Manuel, all that. Hey, listen, I got a problem with the clock on the website. Apparently it says the show's on in 2 hours. I don't know. It seems, on mine, it seems fine. But Manuel just let me know from, now I can have a look. I just had a little email so I can say hello to people. Manuel tells me that it says 2 hours to go before the show. So I don't know what's going on there. It's out of my control. Yeah. I'll have to have a look at it later. Now, I've got a few things here we're going to do. The first thing we're going to do is have a look at a song out of the song shop. And this one's a classic. Hey, check out. Oh no, I won't tell you yet. Yeah. See if you can work out what that is. Oh, hello Sam. How are you? Good to see you. I don't know what it means. Having 34,000 subscribers, but I must be doing something right. Do you know what songs this is? Do we know what this is? Judith! Thanks, Chris. It's all about persistence, patience, and practice, isn't it? I hope I'm getting better. I don't know if I am. But as long as you keep watching, something's going right. Does anybody know what this is? Come on, tell me. Stephen's usually first for this stuff. G'day, Andrea. George! How are you, George? My agent. Chariots of Fire, of course, Chariots of Fire. Yeah. Hey, have a look at Mr. Bean on YouTube playing Chariots of Fire at the London Olympics opening. It was so funny. Hey, what's the weather in Scotland like? Sam, are you okay? Hope you're doing well. Hello, Annette. Anyway, Chariots of Fire is there. It's a 50% discount on any song in the song shop. If you want a 50% discount, the code word is Molly. That's named after Sam's dog. How's that? Molly is the code word for the 50% discount today. Thanks, Chariots of Fire. Here it is. Man, I did all these about 15 years ago. Ah! It's scary how time flies, doesn't it? I had an email from somebody last night. He said, "You used to call me Toolbox." I had to think about it. He'd made contact with me, and then I realised I hadn't heard from this guy for 25 years. He's got kids now, and he wants his music to be heard by his kids because he's got recordings that he did with me way back in the 90s, which won awards, by the way. He's got them on CDs, and nobody plays CDs anymore. You know, all the players are broken, or the CDs are no good. So he's wondering if I've still got the recordings here somewhere. And Mr. Darryl has everything in a barrel, just for everyone. It's still here. If I can find it, I have a list somewhere. No, I've got files in there somewhere, so I'll see if I can find his music. I've got them all on CDs. Isn't it amazing how technology's changed over the last 25 years? 30. It's got its good and its bad points. We can't go back now, can we? We can't. A little bit of romance has gone out of the world, I think. Yeah, there it is. So there we go. You can arrange pieces of music. Like instead of having the same note all the time, you can change. I went up to F, then I went to A. I like the going to the A. Did you hear that? There it is. Lovely. I like it. So Chariots of Fire is in the song shop. It's a beautiful sunny day today. Thank goodness for that. I'm going to go out and be able to hit some golf. But I'll have to take my galoshes. Galoshes. Now, there's an old-fashioned word. It'll be pretty sloppy out there. Okay, now I've got a few things here to have a look at. Hi, Darryl. This is from Susie Q. Susie Q there? Hey? Susie Q. From Brisbane. Hoping you are getting in some golf. No, I will today though. I hope. I do have a song request. I think I might purchase What a Wonderful World, Big Fat Chords. I would like to see and hear you play it on Monday morning. Well, it's Monday morning. Imagine is coming along very nicely for me. I can play through, however, I cannot play it smoothly yet. It won't be long. That's a spirit. That's a spirit, Susie Q. That's what made this country great. 2 more songs I'm interested in, etc., etc. I would love to practice more. However, I'm afraid of upsetting the neighbours. Blow the neighbours. Play it. Open up the windows and sing your heart out. Susie Q. Okay, I'm going to do It's a Wonderful World. Here we go. Oh, before I do, I put this little message out. Sammy J. Yes. We've got two ladies playing this Friday night at our gig. We've got Sarah on trumpet and Pam on saxophone. And hoping to have another good night. We've had 2 booked out nights so far. It's been brilliant. Okay, What a Wonderful World. Here it is. I've got it in the key of F. Now, key of F means that you got to play these notes. Nah. Yes, B flat. Now, folks, you must know your scales. You must know your chords. Otherwise, you cannot speak the language of music. You'll be stuck with pidgin English. Now, I must admit that I am hopeless with languages. I'm struggling enough with English. But if you don't know your vocabulary, how are you going to be able to express yourself musically any further than what you can do at the moment? Knowing your chords and your scales are pretty important. You know, when people think of scales, they think they've got to go 5 million times a day. No, you don't have to, but they're good for your fingers. And I've got a scale package, of course, for beginners. It's just an understanding. Like if you go to France, my wife's good at languages, right? If we go to France, I just sit in the car and let her do all the talking. Because I don't know my chords. I don't know my scales. I only know, one language. So you got to know your chords and you've got to know your scales. We're doing Wonderful World. Here we go. Here are the 6 common chords in the key of F. F, G minor, A minor, B flat, scale up, hey Sammy J, C, D minor. Right. Now this song uses those chords, only big fat versions. F, G minor, A minor, B flat, C. And they're the 6 common chords in the key of F, big fat chords. Now this song has got a few extra ones. That's okay. Let's give it a go. Get tuned up. I see trees of green, red roses too. So far so good. I see them bloom. Here we go, an outsider. A7. For me and for you, D minor, that's fine. Here's another outsider. And I think to myself, D flat. What a wonderful world. I'm not sure if those chords are right. I see skies of blue, clouds of white, bright blessed days. Where are we? Dark sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I'll have to check it. Okay, so there's the first part. What a Wonderful World in the key of F. Now, once you've got your basic chords down, then comes the interesting bit where you start moving around. Here we go. I see trees of green. That's an easy one, isn't it? You're just playing drums on the piano. I got some conga drums over there in the corner. I get people on every now and again. About 10 years ago, I had this little jazz band that had started up, and I had too many keyboard players, and I thought one of these kids would be good on percussion. So I bought a conga drum, stuck it in the corner there, 2 of them, thinking that he'd get into it, you know. He quit a couple of weeks later. But the drums are still there. The drums are still there. Okay, so we're just playing drums on the piano. Yeah. Gotta know your chords. So there's all different ways of doing this. Now, that's wonderful. A little bit of a what a wonderful world. So many W's. What a wonderful world. Yeah. Oh, settle down, Daryl. You're excited because you're going to go and play golf today. What a wonderful world in the key of F. Right. Okay. You can do it in many keys. You can do it in 11 other keys. Here it is in the key of E. I see trees of green, red roses too. You gotta know your chords, you gotta know your scales. Otherwise you're just stuck in New South Wales. Oh, what an idiot. Okay, here we go. We're moving on. Manuel. Are you there, Manuel? Manuel. Hello. I will try to be at the piano in time today so I do not miss you again. But he told me that on the Fast Track website, the Sunday show page has the wrong countdown clock on there. It says it's 2 hours to the show, which is annoying. Aren't you over a technology that doesn't quite work? Maybe it's me. I have a request. Is it possible to improvise on the chords of the 5-minute lesson? Summertime. I put Summertime on there this week, and it's had a very good response. I teach it in 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Well, you know, it's a 5-minute video tutorial, shall we say. Now. That's a pretty simple version of Summertime. Now, Manuel has asked, how do you improvise on that? Okay. First chord is A minor. The easiest way to improvise on an A minor chord is to play A's, C's, and E's. Here they are. Now the question is, you might say, well, Daryl, that's all very fine. You're telling me which notes to improvise on. That's great, thank you. But how do I know when to improvise on these notes? What notes in what order? Well, this is when it becomes your story. Not mine, but yours. This is when it becomes your story. You gotta find the feeling inside and just have faith that something will happen for you. Just have a go. It will do for now. So you just play whenever you feel like it. Now you might say, well, I don't feel like it. Well, don't play. No. Look at his. Got A, C's, and E's. See, I'm just mucking around. So I'm just mucking around. I'm only using one finger. Hey. Yeah. Now the trick is to actually make sense out of your improvising. Not just be a whole lot of babble. Here's a whole lot of babble, okay? It's just babble. It's just meaningless. Nothing there. Beethoven said, to make mistakes is okay, but to play without passion is unforgivable. So, mean what you say. Listen to what you say. Yeah. Now what you can do is actually play a little black squash on, say, some notes. That makes it sound a little bit more groovy. So when you hit that note, go like that. Yeah. Now sometimes you can play the notes in between the chords. That one and that one, B and D. Now this will add a little bit of tension. This is one of my favourite subjects and I'll teach it all day long. But I can't. I've just got to do it for a couple of minutes, Manuel. Okay? Hear that? That note is not in the chord. A little bit of tension. Your ears prop up because someone's talking to you and you go, whoa, that's an interesting subject. Then they make you feel better again because it's one of the notes out of the chord. Oh, really? Yeah. I was watching an interview. Rick Beato is, got 2 billion subscribers on YouTube. And he interviewed Sting the other day from the Police. And Sting said he just doesn't listen to music unless it surprises him. Wonder what that means. Here is some music that doesn't surprise you much. You get the idea? Same old thing. It's like these Asia Minor birds that I got out here. They just sing the same note all the time. Then you get the beautiful magpies. Aha! Surprising me. So, listen to what you do. Surprise yourself by playing some notes that aren't in the chord. Then fix it up. Tell a story. Tell a story. That's how you improvise. I know that sounds a bit airy-fairy, but really, I can't just throw the Smarties on the table and you just grab handfuls and shove them in your... Look around and say, that one looks nice. Yeah, experiment. Okay, let's keep going through the song. A minor chord. Now you've got a D minor chord. I'm going to play the notes out of the D minor. Not very surprising because I'm playing notes out of the chord. Is Stephen there today? We had some awful news. The South African variant arrived in Sydney yesterday. So, let's make it interesting by playing some notes that aren't in the D minor chord. Hear that? G and E aren't in the chord. So, you're going to be surprised. It's a little bit different. So, first of all, you've got to know the notes out of the chord so you can improvise on them, and then know the notes in between so you can do the tension and release thing. So there's something interesting. And along the way you can do a little black squash when you can. Now you got a B chord. Oh, Oh, where'd that come from? Not sure about that one. But, Manuel, the safest way is just play the notes out of the chord, okay? Rightio. Can I ask how to do improvised solo that uses a bunch of fast notes or a bunch of transition notes and chord notes? G'day, Jimmy. Well, that's what I was just showing you, wasn't it? Wasn't I? You just do it a little bit faster. Yeah. Hey, Jimmy, whereabouts are you from? It's good to hear new people all the time. Thanks for saying hello. And Jeffrey, two-fingered Jeffrey, always getting that. That's great. Okay, let's do some of the other stuff that we're supposed to do before the lesson finishes, eh? And don't forget the word of the day is Molly for the 50% discount. Here we go. Here's the note that you need to learn. Right, here we go. This note here is all cows eat grass. All cows eat grass. That's all cows eat grass. That's a G. Oh, I've turned the volume down. There you go. There's a G. So there's your note of the day. Next, let's do a rhythm of the day. La da da da. Look at all these rhythms. I'm going to pick one. It's turned upside down. Maybe I've done this one before. I think I might have, so I'll just get something else. Oh, couldn't be any much easier. Couple of eighth notes there, or quavers. Da, tate, tate. So that's tate, tate, tate. Just like Chariots of Fire. That's a whole bunch of tates. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tate, 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 tate. So there's our rhythm for the day. Now we've got to find our chord for the day. Another rubber band hits the dust. Doesn't anything work anymore? You know, this thing over here is a very reliable piece of equipment. It's called a piano. It just about... There you go, there's another rubber band. There's 2 rubber bands just broken. I mean, do they do that on purpose, or is that the way that it always is? What's the point of having them if they keep breaking? Now, the next thing. Chords. Yeah, the piano is wonderful. I've had that piano for 40 years. The only thing that's gone wrong with it in 40 years is 2 strings have broken. How's that? That's pretty good, isn't it? Pretty damn good. I'm going to pull out a chord here. This is a shocker. How long have we got? We got 1 minute to learn a B minor Maj 7 chord. One of my favourites. Here's a B minor. How's the saxophone going, Sam? B minor. B minor Maj 7. There it is. Hey, that's Harlem Nocturne. Da, 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 da. Harlem Nocturne. Look it up. One of the few songs that actually start on a minor chord with a Maj 7. Here's A minor. And this is a Maj 7. Major 7. This is a normal 7. This is a major 7. So that's an A minor Maj 7. You've all heard that sort of chord progression before. A minor Maj 7, A minor 7, A minor 6. Lovely, isn't it? A minor 6. calling for it. You gotta go. You gotta go. There's one more. What's the other one? My Funny Valentine, one of my favourite tunes. Isn't it a beautiful tune? Anyway, I've got to go, folks. I hope you enjoyed the show. And if you want a 50% discount and some steak knives, dear. Come on. Yeah, is any song in the song shop, 50% discount with the word Molly, 5 minutes after the show today. And I want to thank you all for supporting the channel. 34,000 subscribers. Like I say, I'm not sure what it means, but thank you. And that last chord was B minor Maj 7. Great stuff. Now I'd like to invite you all down to Coochie Diggers Club this Friday night to see the next show. We've got 2 new players. We've got no idea what it's going to sound like, but I'm sure it'll be fantastic. So thank you very much for watching, folks. And tune in next week, same time, for another exciting show. Okay. Love to you all. Bye-bye. G'day, Malcolm. How are you? Good. Oh, rightio, Dad, go and put your shoes on. Daryl, get out of here. Go and hit some balls. Bye-bye, folks. Thanks for